Hello, hello. Welcome to another edition of the Black Belt Newscast. We are live today, Friday, July 11th. I'm Cindy Fisher, publisher,
I'm Todd Prater, staff writer.
and I am in Madison, Wisconsin right now, which
Yeah.
is where the Association of Alternative News Media is meeting. And it's a really great meeting with other print newspaper folks and other kind of weeklies and neat examples of what we could be doing. Here's a
Oh, yeah.
little snapshot of the meeting earlier today. I left this one to come do this with you guys, and then I'll go back to learning more about. Now, this is actually a cartoonist, and you can see his cartoons he's showing everybody. He does and has for, oh gosh, probably 40 years since the 80s. So, anyway, that was really neat. Learning on ways to raise money and make sure we are serving our community well. And I know you're in Dallas County.
Right. I'm in Dallas County. I'm at the home 20.
I will be back Saturday, so I'll be back with you guys next week in the Black Belt.
All right.
Okay, so I always like to start by saying all our stories come from blackbeltnewsnetwork.com. And this is where you can go to get more information about what we're talking about. If you need to get a deeper dive, you can also send your news to news at blackbeltnewsnetwork.com because we can't be everywhere at one time. So sometimes we just need you guys to be our extension of the newsroom, help us get our tentacles into all of the communities in the Black Belt. And you can sign up for our daily newsletter that comes out at 3 o'clock every day, and it has the headlines in it. All you have to do is just click on the headlines and see what's going on. It keeps you informed, and they are free, and our content is free. There's no paywall for our content. In order to do that, though, we do ask that maybe you help us out a little bit, make a donation
Please.
at blackbeltnewsnetwork.com. Our ask this week is just give $5 as much as a cup of coffee, and it can help support local news.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
All right. I do want to, I'll introduce a little bit more later about our new calendar. It
Yeah.
has all the information about what's going on in the area, and I'll show you a little bit more about that later. And if you want to write for us, you can be a community correspondent. We have several awesome people in our community that are writing for us, and they're in their communities as well. We can even teach you how to use AI as a way to take notes for you and help if that is something that you say, oh, I don't know about going through all these. I'm not a good note taker. We have a way to help you, and we can make it happen so that all of us
I need to
can
learn that.
learn. I know we can talk. I've been learning a lot about AI lately. Okay, so here we are live at our newscast this week. Let's get started with our top story about a Selma employee that was arrested for theft. We did get a press conference yesterday with the mayor and the sheriff. Tell us a little bit about this.
Mayor James Perkins Jr. and Sheriff Mike Grantham did do a joint press conference. Unfortunately, John Lewis Kennerson, who is the IT director for the city of Selma, has been arrested and charged with theft, with first degree theft of property, and using his official position or office for personal gain. And that first degree theft of property, that's Mr. Kennerson right there, is a felony because it was more than it was actually $17,640 worth of cell phones, iPhones that were being over a period of 3 years pawned, mainly at these Echo ATM kiosks. And the sheriff said that a form of ID and a snapshot was taken every time one was pawned. He explained that at first it did not raise a red flag because it was just one or two, but in recent weeks, they look at this online program that tracks items that are being pawned in the area, and he noticed that over the period, the name kept showing up, and there was 40 items that were traced back, at least 36 of them, to belonging to the city of Selma. There are cell phones that had been taken out of commission and replaced with newer ones. And the mayor said, it cost the city 99 cents each under their contract. So it's not a huge loss to the city. However, the actual value of the phones is what the crime is charged under, and that is over $17,000. So Mr. Kennison was called back to, he was on vacation, was called back to town. The mayor um, terminated his employment with the city. He went to the sheriff's department. He admitted what he did. The sheriff put him under arrest, $60,000 bail. He made bail and is out on bail right now. So we'll have to follow that to see what comes later. Obviously, there's more details coming up online and in our print story, but we'll follow that to see how it, because this still has to go to court. It hasn't even gone to
Right.
court yet.
These are charges.
Right. These are just charges, and innocent to proven guilty. So we will have to see how everything pans out in court before we have any final decisions or final word.
All right, hold on. I might sneeze.
God bless you if you do.
Oh, it went away. Can you believe that, guys? That's so okay. Because I want to be able to talk about our next story instead of sneezing.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Vaiden Field has completed some repairs with some grants that they received. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, they got a number of grants
Vaiden Field and Perry.
from
Sorry.
from the FAA and from the Alabama Department of Transportation, and the grant was total of $686,000 and some change. 540 and 310 of it came from airport improvement program from the FAA. The rest of it was a matching funds from ALDOT, and they did a number of repairs and upgrades to the airport, to the runways. A lot of it, as the president of the airport authority, Donald Bennett, said, was to make it more safe and to help pave the way for more improvements and help attracting business to the area, hoping that more business coming to the area or coming to the airport will bring in obviously more business to the area in general. They are actively seeking more grants and more funding to do more improvements and upgrades, and also to help them with the bringing in businesses, the recruitment of other industry to the area. There's Donald Bennett right there, actually. When the airport was, when actually, I guess it was in 2021, March of 2021, Donald Bennett said that he took over the authority, and the authority was in debt of about $840,000. But with some work with the banks and going in bankruptcy, negotiating with the banks and negotiating with creditors, they've been able to come out of that bankruptcy. They have paid all their creditors off, and I mean they still have some debts, but they are not nearly as in bad a shape as they were in 2021. So things are looking up for Vaiden Airport in that respect. There's still a lot of work to be done, though, and the authority knows this, and they're working hard to improve Vaiden so that it can be on par with, say, Craig and the Demopolis Airport, and make a good place for people not only to learn but industry to come in and make Perry County more viable.
All right. We're going to go back to Dallas County for a second, talk about the Dallas County Jail, and get an update on rebuilding after it was badly damaged in the 2023 tornado.
Yeah, I went to jail today. I got out of jail today too, but I got to go just this morning and speak with Sheriff Mike Grantham about and get an update on the improvements that are going on. Not the improvements, but the repairs going on at the Dallas County Jail. If you remember, in 2023, the tornado, it took a direct hit and it blew the roof off. And when the roof was off, all the water came in. That is an electrical junction box. You can see how antiquated it is, completely fried by the water that was in the storm. There's the jail itself. Those bars all rusted. They have to be sandblasted, repainted. The water, when it fried the electrical system, it also left behind a lot of moisture and dampness. It has rusted tables. He is pointing to those boxes above the doors, which contain electric motors that open and close the doors. Every one of those electric motors throughout the jail, and that's a jail to house 200 inmates, Every one of those electric motors was fried and has to be replaced. That is an $8,000 toilet and sink unit. Many of them are damaged and destroyed and have to be replaced. The problem is this: it's been 2.5 years, and Sheriff Grantham says the insurance companies have been very slow to release the money that's needed to finish the repairs. He said that originally in 2023, when all this happened, the idea was the walls of this building that was built in 1969 and then added on in 2000 were so strong that it would be a good idea to just repair what we've got instead of knock it down and start from scratch.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the insurance companies have been so slow to release the money. And one of the things he made clear is that a lot of the insurance money that goes to that building goes to housing inmates in other jails, which luckily only one of them is charging us right now. But there's still, a deputy has to go get them, and some of them are as far away as Mobile and other cities around the state. So you got to go get them, bring them back for court, then take them back. You got to feed them. There's a lot of expense just in housing these inmates in other jails. Money that could have been going to the building has continued to go to housing them in other jails because the insurance company is so slow to release the money to fix the jail. Now, from the sheriff said that the county commission has hired some more attorneys to help get the situation better, but the sheriff is very frustrated in that it's been 2.5 years and the jail is still no power. It's not even a third of the way finished. And one of the things, the other thing you got to remember is he only houses his inmates in the jail. That building and that land belongs to the county commission. So it's up to them as to how everything is handled, which is why he said they have now hired some attorneys to go after the insurance companies and find out what's really going on.
Yeah, and it's been 2.5 years, so
Yeah. And it should have been done in, 2 years max should have been done. I mean, that's given them a lot of leeway. It should, but unfortunately, it's been 2.5 years, and there is very little end in sight. And as you saw in that video, and there's more to come, very little has been done. There's only 3 workers out there today, and that's because there's not enough money to pay any other workers. They're waiting on the insurance company to free up more money so they can actually do more work. Still a lot to be done.
All right. Well, let's stay in Selma for a second, talk about the Selma Redevelopment Authority.
Oh, yeah.
We have mentioned this before, but they are still looking to get the Main Street status, which is
Right.
pretty important if you wanted to do improvements downtown to get funding for help. And there is a new, as we've reported, director, Sarah Agato, and she is saying that they are pushing to become a member. They've already become a 501c6 organization, but they want to do like what Marion has done with Main Street Marion, and what Demopolis has done for Main Street Demopolis, and join those organizations because they think that it will help them identify the buildings that need the most work, specifically between Jail Chestnut Boulevard south to Water Avenue, and then over to MLK and Mabry and Church Street. So that's kind of a good little section there that's the main drag of downtown and next to it. So that would make a big difference. And this would identify properties that could be and areas that could be economic developed. So we have a story in our print edition this week about it. And it is a real good focus on downtown, which is something we need.
Need a lot of improvement downtown. And, and if I may say so, Selma is a beautiful city. There's so much history. There's some beautiful buildings. It's just going to take some folks to get together. And Main Street is a great organization to help bring in the funding to get those things done. So, and, a lot of people think, well, why do you want to fix all these? With a city that looks nice and has a positive attitude and a positive foot forward will attract more business, more industry, more people, and more a better economy. So
Well, and the trick is getting all the and the building owners on the same page and
exactly.
getting
That,
everybody to participate.
and
And
The Main Street
Main can
organization
help do that.
has ways of doing this, and
Right.
becoming a designated community will help us. Yeah, it'll be great.
All right. Well, tell me a little bit about this new autism clinic that is open
Oh,
in Selma.
yes, the autism clinic. It started out in Huntsville, um, in Madison County at the Arc, and it was started by Michelle Creekmore. Um, that right there is one of the other ladies working with them. Um, I don't have her name in front of me, but Michelle Creekmore is coming up in the next picture. That's Michelle right there, and they discovered that people were driving multiple hours away from home in Madison County to get diagnoses on their children, whether they're autistic or not, or whether they show any signs of the autism spectrum. And once they finally got an appointment, it could be 2 or 3 years before they could actually have that appointment because it was so backed up. So they started this diagnosis clinic in Madison County. The demand was so great, people from all over the state were going to Madison County because within a couple of weeks they have their diagnosis. And the print story's coming up, so all the details are there. But they have spread throughout the state. They have now got people from Auburn to Tuscaloosa to uh, Dothan, and here in Selma, they've actually opened up a clinic at the YMCA where they'll come twice a month. They're coming to town to help families diagnose their children, and they're working with pediatricians and pediatric psychologists and whatnot to help determine if these children are autistic or where they are on the spectrum, if they're on the spectrum at all. There is a number you can call to get the information. You can go to 334 466 7983 and set up an appointment and talk to them, get more information. It's something that's been very, very needed across the state, across the country, actually. And that's another neat thing that Michelle was telling me is that this is something that's never been done. The way they put the system together, it's never been done before to help diagnose autistic children. And this is like kids from, you know, pre-K to K, kindergarten. And the idea is get them diagnosed now so that we can get them the services and the treatment so that they can better grow into more productive adults and productive people in the future. But she said that it's so innovative that there are other states that are looking at it and considering implementing it in their states as well. But again, we'll have the details in the print edition and online.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's in this week's print edition. It
it's in
ran.
this week's print edition. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's right. But in there is also a website and a phone number. So if anybody needs to find out about getting their children or someone they love diagnosed, it's there.
All right, I want to do a quick election update. Each week, I'm going to show you guys what we have been running out of the election. So, what we're asking for anyone that's running for office is allowed to send us a press release or list of their uh, plans for their platform, and we will run that. Let me see if I can get. Um, I'm going to skip around here so that I can show you our election hub page,
Oh yeah.
which is really helpful so that it rounds up. Let me go to down at the bottom is our election hub page, and you can see what stories we have. So the Dallas County, Alabama Democratic Conference, they hosted a candidate forum last night, Thursday night,
Mhm.
and they have several others coming up. I think I've got a list. I tried to put up a list. Oh yeah, there's one on the 17th that's going to be for the council president and the school board president candidates. On July 24th will be Selma City Council candidate forum. And on July 31st will be the school board candidates that will be heard. And then the newest one we added was Kamisha Sunshine Alvarado, that's running for District 3 Selma City Council. Selma City School Board. And District 3, if you want to send your information, it is actually at the bottom of her story, but you can send it to news@blackbeltnewsnetwork.com, and we will add you to our election board. While I'm on this page, I'm going to show the calendar. So that was something else I wanted to share, is we have a calendar. If you do have a candidate meet and greet, you can add that to the calendar for free. But if you want it to run anywhere else, we would ask that you pay for that. And you can contact us at news@blackbeltnewsnetwork.com. We can give you some rates on where to share your meet and greet and contact, candidate information. But listed in here, I said 25 miles in this one, but you can also do 50 miles. So here's 50 miles from Selma, Montgomery events, Prattville, Selma, of course, Valley Grande, Millbrook. So within 50 miles, something that you can do. And we also have, and I love this, service events. If you click on this for service events, this is all of our food distribution days, whether it's the Edmondite Missions, whether it's Abundant Life Center, Brown Chapel has theirs. It's in here, the food pantry. We have more than just Selma in here. There's just more happening in Dallas County. So, but if you have one, a food giveaway location and date, please send it to us at news@blackbeltnewsnetwork.com. We can add it to the calendar. You can also add it to the calendar for free by clicking on that bright green button. We love this calendar option. It's brand new, so that we have a way of keeping in touch and resourcing and knowing where we can go for things that we have that we may need. I've seen some for water filtration days, like in Marion, Uniontown, and Perry County specifically. That one has already passed, but when we do get giveaway days like that, we will add that to the calendar as well. Please let us know if you've got a giveaway day that would be helpful to the community. Okay. We're going to do the Black Belt Roundup.
Roundup.
The Black Belt Roundup.
I probably should have said it a minute ago, but don't forget the Uniontown candidate forum is coming up Monday evening. I believe it starts at 6 in Uniontown. So that's coming up then.
Yes, and that's another reason so one of the reasons you're seeing more Selma candidates out there is it's one of the only municipal elections that has multiple candidates in it.
Yeah.
Demopolis's was kind of decided with very little opposition. There's only one seat with any opposition. Right. So you're seeing that. And Marion has some opposition, Uniontown. All of those are listed at and under the election hub, we actually have listed who has qualified to run. And I wanted to share that Selma High had some big, interesting news this week, that their principal, a favorite principal, Stoney Pritchett, was rehired to come back after 2 years.
Wow. Okay.
When he left, it was very unpopular because the teachers and the students really liked him. He went to Bessemer City Schools and was principal up there for a little while, but it was just announced this week that he has been rehired and is coming back. And a lot of excitement among the community. So yeah. I just wanted to share that because I thought that was pretty neat news.
Ooh.
Oh, and so the tax-free holiday for back to school.
Oh, that's right.
For the state for July 18th through the 20th. So backpacks and school supplies, school clothing, a lot of various clothing is included in that.
If you do a search on your search engine for Alabama tax-free holiday, it'll take you to the Alabama I forget which website now, but anyway, it'll take you to the right website that'll list all the items that are exempt from taxes and the items that you still have to pay taxes on, and also give you what cities and counties are actually participating, because not everybody does. So in
our area, most everybody does.
Yeah, most everybody in our area does.
Yeah. Okay.
I got a couple roundup things.
Oh, yeah. Tell us your roundup
All
items.
right. First of all, in Demopolis, if you're a woman and you live in the city of Demopolis and the surrounding areas and are interested in learning how to protect yourself, Demopolis Police Department is hosting Equalizer Women's Self-Defense July 15th. And this is going to be good because I know the man that's going to be teaching it, Mr. Richard Tank Bryant, who is an absolute fantastic person. You can call the training center at 334-289-3073 or call Sergeant Bryant at 334-327-7720. Wonderful man. He will take care of you.
A mini course of this.
Yeah, this is
when I was in leadership in Orlando County. He taught me how to get out of a grip if somebody's gripping you.
Like you said before, you are small in stature. Yep. And that's something important to know.
Yes.
Because somebody could overpower you. I just got this from Cross Point Christian Church. They're calling it PALACC, PALACC, Praying and Loving Adult Children Closer. And this is a support group for parents whose adult children are not as close to them as they would like, that maybe they were close as children, but they've grown apart over time. And this is a support group at Cross Point Christian Church. It'll be at 5 p.m. July 15th. They're doing it on the first and third Tuesdays of the month, beginning on July 15th at Cross Point Christian Church. So if you're in that situation, there's a place to go to take care of it.
Send your items to news@blackbeltnewsnetwork.com anywhere in the Black Belt. We would love to include it in our community connecting items, whether it's our calendar or whether we mention it on here. Sign up for our daily newsletter. That's another way you can reach and find all of these items and connect with us on a regular basis. Now, this is when I like to share and do a big thanks to our sponsor.
Thank you, Mr. Miller.
Randall Miller Funeral Services. They are the masters at helping you give a thoughtful final gift to your family by helping to pre-plan your funeral. It's a great idea because it makes it where your kids won't fight over what you want and you get what you want, and you can also save money. So give them a call, 334-874-9081.
Yeah.
And you can be or encourage a business that you like to be a sponsor and to get the word out about what they're working on. News@blackbeltnewsnetwork.com. Let us know. Join us. Get your word out. Let's see. Oh, and follow us. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. This is where we are, and we know that's where you are. So find us and follow us. It's going to be a great way for us to all connect. And you can share your story ideas there by just tagging us.
Yeah. Or messengers or just
as we get through the summer, as it's a little slower, we will be with you guys again next week on Friday for another live edition of our Black Belt News Network. And in the meantime, keep reading.
Keep following. Have a safe, fun weekend.
See you next week.
See ya.